Welcome to Ize-Iyamu TV, where you get latest information. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that anytime we upload videos, you get notified. Federal High Court sitting Benin, on Thursday, heard the money laundering case instituted by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, against Pastor Osagie Ize-Iyamu. Ize-Iyamu is the leading All Progressives Congress (APC) governorship aspirant in Edo State. Other defendants are Lucky Amasuan, ex-Edo governor, People's Democratic Party (PDP) state chairman, Tony Ize-Iyamu, party chieftain, Dan Orbi, and F.A. Eramuahi. Prosecution counsel, Francis Jibro, sought the court's ruling on the competence of the 8-count charges preferred against the defendants. Justice M.G. Umar ruled that the EFCC charges against the defendants were not defective. The defendants had at the last sitting challenged the charges on the ground that they contained the name of Tony Anani, now deceased. Earlier, counsel to the first defendant, Charles Edisonwan, San, told the court that he filed a motion challenging the jurisdiction of the court. In spite of the ruling, we have a motion dated June 1, 2020, challenging the jurisdiction of this honorable court to entertain proceedings. The same position was canvassed by counsels to the other defendants. Responding, Jibro said based on the ruling which found the charges not defective, the next thing was for the defendants to take the pleas. He told the court that the defense counsels were not to dictate to the court. The stage is set for us to proceed based on the ruling of the court, not this motion. My lord has ruled that any objection can be taken after a plea has been taken. No exception. Ferdinand Orbi, San, counsel to Dan Orbi, said he was not challenging the ruling of the court but the jurisdiction of the Federal High Court to hear the matter. Justice Umar adjourned the case to July 2, 2020, for hearing. Pastor Ize-Iyamu and other defendants were first arraigned before Justice P. I. Ajoku on an 8-count charge bordering on money laundering on May 24, 2018. The defendants were alleged to have sometime, in March 2015, in Benin City directly taken possession of the sum of N$700 million without any contract award. The sum was allegedly part of the proceeds of an unlawful act, to wit, fraud and corruption. One of the counts noted that Ize-Iyamu and others sometime in March 2015 in Benin took possession and control of the sum of 700 million only without any contract award, which sum you reasonably ought to have known form part of proceeds of an unlawful act, to wit, fraud and corruption, and thereby committed an offence contrary to Section 15(2)(d) of the Money Laundering Prohibition Act 2011, as amended by the Money Laundering Prohibition Amendment Act 2012 and punishable under Section 15(3) of the same Act.
Country people, una welcome to Ize-Iyamu TV. I beg, if this one is the first time when you watch our video, I beg, make you subscribe to our YouTube channel, when be Ize-Iyamu TV, and make you hit your hand for the notification bell so that you go continue to get our bonge video.
Ize-Iyamu TV.
Okay, well done, no. Well, I beg you go to use face camera. Bele. And the reason why we say we want to talk to you today, we want to see your mind. How you feel concerning waiting to happen for we state, so when be Edo State?
Edo State.
Second, say APC, when our governor, Godwin Obaseki, from enter governor for 2016, they don't disqualify him now. Second, say they say Iki day result. How you see him?
It's fine. If Iki day result, Nigeria herself, before they give a fair ticket away for rule, I don't know say Iki day result. You know, say Nigerian people, Nigeria will not get it. And they use put money with power. Or somebody enter, what do they talk? Is that not to say no get result? Now not they listen. Why be after don't 4 years? Now they call the brick and come and say no get result. What they make the federal people for them? All of them, they don't know what they are doing. They are not fighting because of the money. They are fighting because of the money. Or somebody, even somebody, they say don't have resources, prices, result. He carry matter enter court. After 4 years now, he not get result. And that not be the excuse. After I don't chop money belle food, during the chop money, now I get it accident. Tell me what they do for me myself. For guys brother, this one we rule, this one not rule. I don't care to know. Ask me what they do for me. Let me be this one. Come on, to pay me. Come on, Niger me. Ask me what they do for me. What are we talking about? So Ashama never get money. What they fight for? Make they repair this country for them. Make everybody the benefit. Now be the one they tell this one say this one get result. My brother, when you check me, when I did this what did happen? After 4 years, you say first not get results. How could you see for yourself? After 4 years, okay, maybe you now. After 4 years, say after you don't, I don't put it for power. You don't do it for 4 years. I say you not get results. That's a story now. All that is a story. Now because they want to repair Nigeria. Okay. Godfather or not Godfather, it doesn't block me. Make they repair this country. Make everybody the benefiter. As me this now, my government to Nigeria come on the boss. As I'm not supposed to work or make government supposed to pay me. As I want to work so. True or not. Tell me what me they benefit for government. And the government not doing like this. We are not the work. Huh? Then they talk of government where they want to chop money. Say Godfather, no Godfather. They are very, very stupid. Let me talk that one. They don't know what they do. Okay. They don't know what they do.
One more question. If, for instance, now, the present governor for Edo State can't go any of the political party, how you see that move? Come waka come out, enter any of the political party, see contest for the election. How you see the move?
See, if there is not in Nigeria, say after 4 years, this they will start a big another program. That will no, we say after a set of done, they will say me Obaseki can't come out for APC. Which kind of nonsense they get that one? They don't know themselves. They use it to play gamble. Who are the masses? Because of the money that they chop. Now they do all the rubbish that they do.
DJ
Country people, we don't get the mind of the Edo people concerning the political situation for we state. Truly, if they say make me talk, the people they provoke, then they verse from their own things, the way that they talk. Till next time, when we go see enter streets to come ask ogbonge questions again, I remain on a country brother, Stanley Okocha.
DJ TV.
Speaker, Professor Julius Ihombere, representing the good people of Owan Federal Constituency, Edo State. You see, we do not really place value on education in Nigeria.
Minority Leader.
Okay. Mr. Speaker, if we really valued education and the implications of a sound educational system for national growth and development, we will not be behaving the way we are behaving. Sir, the universities we are talking about, the libraries, the best of the library is at least 5 to 10 years behind in the relevant literature. The laboratories, nothing to write home about. Academic journals have disappeared completely. ASU does not just embark on a strike. As a former secretary of ASU and chairman of ASU, I can speak authoritatively that there are several processes of consultation, both with government and with branches, before a decision is reached on whether to go on strike or not. And I believe that before ASU took this decision, there are 3 outstanding agreements signed by the federal government and not implemented. I mean, what do we want the union to do? So I think this is a great opportunity for this House, probably working with the Senate, to come up with a clear strategy on how to engage the federal government to live up to its own agreements. That is the problem. There is no other thing. The teachers are ready to perform their duties. The students, I believe, are also ready to go to school. But if we imagine the consequences of a disrupted academic calendar, we will better appreciate why this strike must not be allowed, to begin, much less continue. I want to appeal to our colleagues here. Those who have connections with the big men in this country to please educate them that when you sign an agreement, you should live up to the terms of that agreement. ASUU is doing the right thing in calling a strike, but mainly to call the attention of Nigerians to what the federal government is doing. Not because they want to punish the students or prevent them from taking their exams or breaking the calendar. It is because the federal government has become notorious in signing agreements and not living up to the terms of the agreement. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I want to appeal that this must be taken very seriously. This is an opportunity to find a once and for all solution to the problem of strikes in our universities. If you see the quality of products of these universities because of disruption of the calendar, you will understand why it is very important. Because the kind of people, the kinds of students we are producing, graduates, will become worse than Boko Haram in the near future. Because they are good at almost nothing. And you force them into the system, give them jobs, they damage the entire administrative, political, and planning processes. And we are back to square one. Over 6 decades after political independence, we are still where we are. We have not solved one single problem. One. Even as the one listed in O.A. Lawal that we all read for a while. Go back to that book, it's still in existence, and see if we have solved one problem since 1960. We should be embarrassed. The Nigerian ruling class is more than wearing big agbada, riding air-conditioned cars and building mansions in Asokoro and other places. We should be embarrassed that as a nation, we have not made progress decisively in any sector. And part of the problem is what is happening with ASUU. We're going to be talking about our school children. You have governors with convoys of 20 cars, 30 cars. They're spending money to hire thugs, but they can't even build schools for their children. They can't feed the children once a day. What are we talking about as a people? Let's take ourselves more seriously, take our country more seriously, and do the right thing at the right time to save the future. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity.
DJ ATV.